Come and say hello. You're a big girl. Oh, I think it might be a male, actually. How you doing, buddy? You know, isn't having a whole month for Pride, isn't that gay? Don't you feel gay? Having a whole month to tell people you're special. Look at me, I'm special. I need attention. Well, come and join me. I'm just finishing up a 35-kilometer bike ride. I went out to the Humber Recreational Trail that is between Albion Road and Islington and Finch. Beautiful, beautiful trail. Come across a couple wildlife encounters that you might want to stick around to see, and I talk about your buddy Jeffery Epstein and how we should not let him out of our sight, or the thought of him, because he is still a focal point in this world with regards to causing chaos. So stick around, you might enjoy this one. The lady and her pit bull's gone, so I think it's safe to come to this area. Nice little lookout. Obviously you got some dirt bags here leaving their beer cans. That's pretty much every spot where you can sit, or not even. Having a fire here. Fire everywhere. So they're going to the woods, and there's lots, you know, obviously lots of firewood. So I'm 20 kilometers in to my ride, and I'm gonna have a coffee, have a little chit chat with you. Here's some airplanes, obviously. It's over the Pearson takeoff and landing zone. Like I said, 20 kilometers in. I had an excellent, awesome encounter with a sizable deer in the woods, and I scared the shit out of a guy on a small ATV that obviously is riding illegally on the trail system. And you know what? I haven't captured a whole lot of that on my camera, if any, until today. But I got a good vantage point of that, and yeah, it happens quite often, especially at night. So it was kind of different to see that in the daytime. But just want to talk a little politics in this video, then I'll resume the ride. A couple days ago I watched a podcast by Danny Jones. He's a large podcaster based out of the US, I believe, and he had a guy on there by the name of Ben Swan. And Ben Swan has worked for many mainstream media news outlets, and now he's independent. But he is, I would say he's an expert on the Jeffrey Epstein file and Jeffrey Epstein's exploits to a very high degree. And I think it's about a 2-hour podcast. I'm going to put it on the end of this video in a thumbnail, and I'll put it in the description too. It's a good, I recommend watching it. It ties Jeffrey Epstein well, into a lot of things, as we know, but it ties him into Vladimir Zelensky of Ukraine. And Zelensky's name has been mentioned countless times, like many times in the Epstein files. And Zelensky has met with Epstein on many occasions, apparently. I did not know this until I watched this podcast. So the point I'm getting at is the sexual deviancy at the very top echelons of our ruling class system is I think it's rampant, it's all encompassing. I think it touches every level. And you know, tie this into Trudeau, tie this into Carney sending upwards of $25 billion of Canadian taxpayer money, and apparently they're starting to borrow money to give to Ukraine. So what message is this telling you know, the informed citizen? The message that it's telling someone like me is people like Carney, people like Trudeau are complicit in this sexual deviancy. Now, to what level? Well, we all know Epstein was a PDF file. We all know this. He's been convicted of this, okay? And he's been put in jail, apparently. Now, we have to keep this at the forefront of conversation. We have to keep this at the forefront of not letting it slide, like with Trump not pursuing the Epstein files. Like, you know, a lot of people say that Trump's in the files and Trump is complicit in this as well, and I'd have to say that he is. I'm not saying 100% that he's in the files, like from a criminality standpoint with you know, explicit acts, But it's a possibility that he is. And I'm not saying 100% that he is, but he is complicit in not going after these people. There's been convictions in other countries for Epstein's wrongdoings. There's been people held to account in other countries, and the only one that's been held to account in the United States, as far as I know, is him, Epstein himself, and Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell, we don't know where she is right now. She's in some sort of, resort, or is she even in prison? Ben Swan and Jones, they are 100% convinced that Epstein is still alive, and I've been 100% convinced of it, that Epstein's still alive right from the get-go. I never thought he committed suicide, and at the very least, he would have been unalived in his cell, but I don't believe that either. That guy is too powerful, and he brings too much to the underworld game. He was an arms dealer. He's by all accounts, he's a financial genius, even more than Mark Carney, if you can believe that, libtards. He's a better financial genius than Mark Carney. Mark Carney knows Epstein. Justin Trudeau knows Epstein. They're all part of the same club. And the sexual deviancy, to use that phrase again, is beyond my comprehension. In this podcast, they talk about Pizzagate. They talk about code words for child trafficking. They talk about they get in depth into the underworld in and around Washington D.C. and other parts of the United States and other parts of the world. And this Ben Swan guy is a well-spoken guy. He's articulate, and he covers off on he covers off on all the Epstein things, like, to reiterate, but people like him are allowing us to keep it fresh, to keep it at the forefront, because we can't let this slide. We can't let these people dictate to us how we should run our lives. And it's obviously very disturbing that the more they try to sweep it under the rug, the more they cause diversionary tactics as well to keep our mind away from what's going on. And in doing so, they are getting away with very heinous crimes, and we can't allow that. So anyhow, that's what I got to say in this video. And I haven't touched on Pride Month in Toronto. Now, it is June the 8th, and we are well into Pride Month. I was downtown yesterday, and I was around BMO Field exhibition grounds, and quite honestly, I didn't see any indications of Pride Month down there. I didn't. You see the usual, girls holding hands and guys holding hands and girls kissing and guys kissing. That's Toronto. That's been going on forever. But I haven't really seen anything that would indicate that we are in the midst of, look at me, everyone, I'm special. So I don't know when that goofy Pride Parade is, but whatever. If there even is one this year, I'm to understand maybe it was defunded, or no one stepped up with sponsorship. I don't know. But isn't having a whole month for Pride, isn't that gay? Don't you feel gay? Having a whole month to tell people you're special. Look at me, I'm special. I need attention. But anyhow, I don't know why I mentioned that. I guess it maybe ties into the sexual deviancy that's going on. I guess what I'm trying to get at, maybe it ties in with the sexual deviancy that is going on within the world, and our leadership's involvement with that. And have you ever been to a Pride event? I've been down there twice in my life, inadvertently. And I've seen some lewd acts. I've seen some lewd acts both times, and right out in the open, right on the street. So it's sexual deviancy at its highest form at the parade and the days leading up to the parade. But anyhow, I'm going to continue with my ride, and stick around if you want to watch it. Like, how nice is this field here? I'm on the Humber River Recreational Trail. I'm just north of Albion Road. This is one of my favorite trails, if not my favorite trail in Toronto. And when you watch these videos of people ranking trails in Toronto, this never makes it for some reason, but I'd put it up there number one. And it branches off to the west. It will take you to Clairville Dam, but I don't think I'm going that way today. I think I'm going to go up northeast and up to around Islington and Finch area, but we'll see. No plan, no rhyme or reason to my ride today. You think I can remember the name of this pond? Oh, there's a deer. See a deer. Yeah, there's a deer right there. Right there. Yeah. In there, right there. Usually they travel in more than one. Yeah, fair size. Looks good. Looks healthy. Spotted that out of the corner of my eye. Still got it. Dewey still got the deer spotting ability. It's literally right there, like 10 feet away from me. She's looking right at me. She's eating some of the leaves out of the tree. Come here, buddy. Come and say hello. Come and say hello. You're a big girl. Oh, I think it might be a male, actually. Huh. Pretty cool. He or she is just over there, in there, going towards the pond. I'll tell you, if I was a deer or any sort of urban wildlife, this would be the park I'd want to live in. This is top notch. This is you know, like I said, this has got to be one of the most beautiful parks in the entire city. I haven't done a whole lot out in the East End. I haven't even been to the Rouge River park there, but I'm gonna get there. But yeah, I can still see he or she quite a distance away from me now, though. Very cool. Continue on. Obviously shallow over there, but it's quite deep on that side. Probably maybe 3-4 feet deep. It's where the Humber branches off to the Humber, and I believe West Humber. Yes, something like that. You think I can remember that too? I think I've even had it in a couple of my videos. Oh boy. Could be a little sharper, Dewey. Could be a little sharper. Okay, so this trail here. Yes, okay. Up there. So if you go to the left, that is the West Humber, so that'll take you to Clareville Dam. And if I go north on the Humber Recreational Trail, that'll take me to Islington and Finch. And I think I want to go that way today because I kind of like this trail towards Islington and Finch better. It's nice, very nice, but they're both nice. That way takes you to Weston and Finch. This way will take me towards Islington and Finch. Okay, so I'm at Islington and Finch, and there's the new Finch Crosstown LRT. It's the first time I've ever seen that up and running with my own eyes. And I'm 57 minutes into my ride, and I'm at a distance of 15.48 kilometers. And that includes me stopping and feeding the dog this morning, my doggy, and spending a little time with him. So I'm less than an hour. I'm at Islington and Finch, and I wasn't really booking it, and I didn't film too much on the trail other than you seen with that deer, which was spectacular. That made my whole friggin' that made my week, never mind my day. Well, I'm still buzzing about that. Very cool. I love seeing wildlife, especially deer. But yeah, so I'm at Islington and Finch. I'll come back down the trail and I'll go over into this other little parkette and I'll show you over there. So look at this guy up here. Have a good day. He thought it was a cop for sure. But you see, highly illegal. You can't be doing that, obviously. And obviously I sped up a little bit to catch up to him, but oh man, funny. I've seen that guy before on the trails, not the ATV guy. Oh, that scared the crap out of that guy. This obviously is a very nice vantage point of the Humber. It's nice and wide here. The water actually looks quite pristine, but like I always say in my videos when I point out the Humber, far from pristine. But one time I'm on this exact bridge, and I have it on. It didn't come up on my video, but down there where you see the rippling water, if you can pick it up on my GoPro, there was a male deer, a stag there with his antlers. It was a big boy, but it didn't come up on my GoPro. Too far away. This GoPro is like, you know, they do have some limitations for sure. They don't zoom in. You got to set the zoom at 1.5 before you even start filming, so they do have limitations. I gotta look into a different camera system. It's got a lot of advantages, like the stability on this is a GoPro Hero 12 Black, and I got the media mod on it for windage, and it works very well with in that regard. But yeah, I wouldn't mind something that zooms in and does all that good stuff, but anyhow, that's a me problem. Well, and it would make for better videos too, so I'm definitely going to look into that. Just going under Islington Avenue right now. This takes you into like a nice parked area up in this area, up here, not in this area. Obviously, I'm in this area. But yeah, I've been to this park a couple times before, and it's a very nice park. I'll try to get the name of it up here. Well taken care of. Now down here, off the pavement, there is a crushed stone path, and there's a lady over there with a nice big pit bull. The pit bull's keeping an eye on me. Good boy, or girl. And yeah, it looks very nice, but I don't want to sneak up on this lady or make it appear like I'm sneaking up on her, because you know, that ain't very cool. So let me just I haven't been down it. I want to check it out. Okay, I'll go back to that in a second. Morning. That's a big pit bull. I can't stress that enough, the importance of having either a buddy or a dog with you. And with a dog like that, the likelihood of a woman being attacked with a dog like that is slim to none. Rowntree Mills Swamp environmentally significant area. So there we got a snapping turtle. So this is where we are here, obviously. Environmentally significant area. ESA, okay, is an area with important qualities such as providing habitat for rare plants and animals. The natural areas in Rowntree Mills Park cover 38 hectares, roughly the size of 15 football fields. Wetlands cover almost 30% of the area, which provide habitat for wildlife, help to prevent flooding and keep the city cooler in the summer. Open water marsh wetlands, like the one you're viewing here, it's over there, which I'm going to go over there in a second. Provide food and shelter for ducks, turtles, and frogs. You can keep these wetlands healthy by staying on official trails, keeping dogs on leash, and not removing plants or animals. Okay. See, the problem being, I don't want to ride my bike on these trails. I'm pretty sure you're probably not allowed to. You know, like that guy with the ATV back there, obviously he don't give a shit. He's probably tore through these many times, but you know, there's people ahead of me now taking pictures of wildlife. Oh, there's a great blue heron up there flying around. It is beautiful through here. Maybe I'll take a walk through. Let's take a walk through. Let's see where this leads us. I'm not going to walk down there. I am not going to walk down there. What I'm going to do, I'm not even going to walk down there because there's some hills and stuff. I don't want to push this tank around. So I'm going to find out if I can go on this trail at a later date. I don't have to start Googling stuff right now. I'm not in a Googling mood. But I'll look into it and maybe I'll come back. Well, I'll definitely come back, but see if I can ride it. So I'm still in this same park that's attached to the marsh, and it is a large park, very large. Now, this is probably my third or fourth time, maybe fifth, I don't know, somewhere, but it's no more than 6 times. And I've never gone down these dirt trails, so let's take a little look here. So it's this one obviously is wide enough to bring down service vehicles, so I'm thinking my bike is okay on this trail. And like I said, I'm not tearing nothing up anyways, so not an asshole. I can be, I suppose, but I try not to be. Let's ask this guy, see what the park's called. How you doing, buddy? What's this park called? Sorry? Yeah. Okay. Nice dog. Okay. Rowntree Mills Park. That sounds familiar, actually. Oh, there's nice trails. Wearing long pants, so hopefully we don't get into longer grass because I don't want any ticks clamping on me. Beautiful day in Toronto. Well, I think this might be anticlimactic. Anticlimactic. I'm not going. Oh, maybe I am going down there. No, I'm not going down there. No, I don't like riding on grass. No fun. Okay, I'm just gonna backtrack out. Just off the crushed stone trail, back on the paved trail, obviously. I've been down this before, so I'm kind of familiar with this. But I'm telling you, I can't stress enough how nice this trail is. And I didn't film a whole lot of it because basically a lot of it looks exactly like this, and it's beautiful. So you can get the gist of it. If you live in the Toronto area, I highly suggest taking this as a hike or a bike ride. Don't bring your CR 500 out here and your 2-stroke. Start tearing things up around 80, 100 kilometers an hour. Only newer Canadians do that. Big metal bridge going over. Lots and lots of bridges. If you like going over bridges, this is the trail. All sorts of bridges. This park is immense. So that straight ahead takes you up to a residential street. This takes you over to, I don't know, Finch or something. So basically this is the end of the road for the trail system. So this road that I'm on, I went down that path over there, and I went over one bridge and another bridge on the way back. So it hooked me up with this road. So it just did a loop. So I'm on the east side of the Humber again. So I didn't know that, and that's pretty cool. Now I know. Morning. But I'm back at the spot where that deer was, and I found it again. I found another deer. It's over there across the river. Probably about 20 feet down. I don't know if it's the same one, but it could be. Going up on the bank. How are you? What's going on, Fluffy? What's going on, Fluff? You okay? You good boys? How would you like to go underneath this tunnel at night? I wouldn't. It's going underneath the 401. North America's busiest highway. Now if you take this path here, it takes you into a forested wooded area, and it brings you up to the Ministry of the Environment, and it also brings you up to the Microsoft AI data center. Now I was through there. I did a video on my YouTube channel. and that was last year. And I would imagine by now, obviously the construction is going to be a lot further along, but I would imagine that they're going to have some security in those woods now too. So I'm not feeling like going in there today. Because the AI data centers are becoming more and more aware to the public, and they are garnering more negative attention. So, and with regards to terroristic acts, people drone striking them, people, I don't know, whatever a terrorist would do. But they have to, I would say, they have to somehow secure coming up to that AI data center through the back. Like, obviously it's off Islington at the 401. They can secure it off the main roads a lot better, but I would have to assume that the security coming through that forested area has been ramped up since the last time I was there. And maybe I will go back and check that out, or maybe I won't. Do I want to get tangled up in some sort of you know, clandestine security operation in those woods? Not necessarily. So we'll see. I'll think about it. Let me stew on it. Okay, I'm back on Weston Road. This is where you take your life in your hands. This is the bike lane. Oh yeah, this is the worst part. This will be the worst part of my day. I'll just put it in a high gear and get out of here. Drop a gear, disappear. I'm going right through it. Now I went right through that yellowish red, so I could put some distance between myself and the traffic that'll be coming up behind me. So forgive me, I break the law to stay alive. Passed right by it. It's kind of you know, I'm not familiar with it. I've only been on this twice. Once up it on the way here and once down it. Usually I take the stairs at St. Philip's. This is quite the hill, man. Went up it not too bad though. It is a steep hill. So back down in my familiar, way less nice pathway system. I'm just south of St. Philip's, between St. Philip's and Lawrence. How you doing? It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.